Today I want to share with us God's protection plan from Psalm 91. It's believed that Moses wrote this psalm many years ago, but the truths that he talks about here are appropriate for each of us in our day. Verse 1 of Psalm 91 says, "He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." What a promise! Several great things are given to us from this verse. The individual who dwells in the secret place, or the place of obedience, the place that is close to God, abides in the shadow of the Almighty. Now, that secret place for you might be different from the secret place for someone else, in that God's will for you might lead you in a direction that may not be for someone else. So your secret place is the place of obedience. It's what God is saying to you and me about where we should be and what we should be doing in His kingdom. And if you live in obedience to that hand of God or direction of God on your life, you will be in the hiding place or the secret place of the Most High, and as such, you will be close to Him and you will be dwelling in His shadow. Psalm 32:7 says, "You are my hiding place. You shall preserve me from trouble. You shall surround me with songs of deliverance." Verse 2 says, "I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge, my fortress, my God, in Him I will trust." The psalmist is saying, if you are in the place of obedience, then you have some confessions or declarations that you can make that are a reality. If you're in a place of obedience to God, you can say that God is your refuge. He is your fortress. He is your God, and in Him you have put your trust or your confidence. And as such, then you know this. Verse 3, "He shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler." The fowler was an individual who would catch small birds and animals. "And He will deliver you from the pestilence," perilous pestilence or plagues. "He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you shall take refuge. His truth shall be your shield and buckler." Wonderful word pictures here. We could spend a lot of time unpacking that, but just to say that if you're in the secret place of the Most High, a lot of events will happen around you. The thief comes to kill, steal, and destroy, but Jesus said, "I have come that you may have life and have it abundantly." Though circumstance may be against you, opportunities for failure all around, Satan may attack, but if you're in the secret place of the Most High, then God is your refuge, God is your protection, and His truth will be a shield round about you. Verse 5 says, "You shall not be afraid of the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor of the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor of the destruction that lays waste at noonday." Let's look at some of these things. You have no need to be afraid if you're in the will of God. If you're exactly where God wants you, you have nothing to fear. Fear is one of the great tragedies of the last days. Luke 21:26 says, "Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things that are coming on the earth." The circumstance in the last day will be such that a lot of adverse things will be happening, and individuals will be tempted to give in to fear. But those individuals who are in a place of obedience to God have nothing to fear. "You shall not be afraid of the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day." Perhaps let's travel. Maybe flying in an airplane, a bus, a car, a train. "Nor of the pestilence or the plague," like Ebola or Zika or some cancer or something like that. You have no need to be afraid of that. "Nor of the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor the destruction that wastes at noonday." When I hear that phrase, destruction at noonday, I think of terrorists. A lot of people are afraid now because of the terrorist activity that breaks out in various places, our country as well as others. But if you're in the secret place of the Most High, you have nothing to fear. My friend, I would encourage you to read this psalm over and over again until it becomes a part of your life. Next week, I'll continue this devotion in the rest of Psalm 91. May God bless you.